My life on the X list.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, the Diva X, and today's vlog is going to be something fun because today has been kind of a really bad day, which means I'm really late, which means I'm barely really getting ready, which means you guys get to get ready with me. Well, the drama is I've been in bed for the past 3 days. Why? Of course, because I sprained my ankle. I think I sprained my ankle. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with my ankle. It's just swollen, and it hurt. Well, it doesn't hurt so much right now, but it hurt since Tuesday. It's now Thursday, so it hurt Tuesday and Wednesday, like, majorly. Like, I wanted to go to the hospital, but I figured it wasn't broken because I can still move my toes and walk on it. Like, technically, I mean, you know, I could do all that stuff. So, see, because I know this, that it's not broken because of that, because a couple years ago, probably 6, 7, I had broken my foot in a different position, not my ankle, actually on the side of my foot along the outer part, and it was just a hairline fracture. But when that happened, the doctor who I saw for it and who was kind of treating it told me, you always have a problem with this foot for the rest of your life. Well, I thank you for telling me that, because I think this is part of the problem. I wasn't doing anything. It actually happened while I was sleeping. I don't know if I slept wrong or I twisted it while I was sleeping and I woke up. Well, actually, I woke up in the middle of the night because I just noticed how painful things were going, you know, well, it was while I was sleeping, and my ankle was about double size, maybe triple. Couldn't really tell because I was just in so much. It was really painful, like painful beyond, like, I really wanted to go to the hospital because I was like, what the hell, like, but you know, it was 2 in the morning or whatever. So I figured, okay, let me take some Advil or whatever, because it was swollen. Like, you can totally tell it was like major something going on. So I was like, well, let me take some Advil just to calm the pain and hopefully, you know, elevate it above my heart and all the things that I've heard to do before when it comes to such kind of things. And so I did all that. I think the Advil kicked in and I felt much better. Wait, not much better. I felt better, period. And, yeah. So that worked. But the next day, it was just equally as painful as, so I'm like, I need to go to the hospital, blah blah. But then I was like, well, what are they going to tell me to do? And really, I mean, nothing that I wasn't already doing. I was icing it, I was doing all that fun stuff. So I figured, what would be the point? So I didn't, which is good, because really, I think I would have went through that hassle for, you know, no reason at all, because it takes forever to see doctors and whatever. It feels much better now. I would say 80% better. No, not 80. That's a lot. I would say 60% better than it did initially. So, that's a plus. I mean, it's, to me, I mean, it's, again, it's not broken. But of course, today's Thursday, and every Thursday, like clockwork, is the show. And the show, I don't have understudies. I don't, you know, it's not that kind of a show. I don't have someone in place to take over, you know, on days. I've never missed a day, so it's not like I can just be out, you know, and I don't have that in line. The past 3 days, seriously, no BS, I've been in bed. I hadn't even gotten out of bed to eat anything. So today I was just like, you know what, I need to push myself to do something because I'm starving, 1, and 2, well, not really starving, but, you know, I was really hungry. And 2, I needed to get, you know, I needed to get things together for tonight. And so I got myself out of bed and made myself go to McDonald's and pull my car out of the garage. It took forever to warm up because, again, I hadn't driven it for 3 days. I would not even dare walk on heels right now because it's bad enough that I kind of twisted my ankle. I don't want to break my ankle. So I'm not going to attempt to walk on heels. Then, to add more icing on today's cake, I had a guest performer scheduled. She canceled. Then, I put an open call out to the girls of the show. No one responds forever. And so finally, moments ago, oh, my ankle's starting to hurt again. Moments ago, I got someone, Kitty Carriel, said she can do it after all. So, that's a plus for tonight. So then, moments after that, I determined that it was time to get ready after I really delayed it longer than I really should have. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but they're reconstructing the kitchens in our apartments. They turn the water off because they're replacing the faucets and the sinks and all that. They turn them off an hour at a time so they can do, when they're ready to replace the faucets in the apartments. So of course, just as I'm getting ready, I go to turn the water on and there is no water. Exciting. Yeah. And usually, it's for an hour. I don't know how long it was off before, but by the time I noticed, but to the time they turned it on, it was an hour and a half in time frame. So, yeah, that hour was much longer than it normally is. And yeah. So, for the past couple of days, I've also been using lots of icy hot, which I have on my foot now, which is, it's gone from that cold stage to that really hot stage, which I think is why I kind of feel pain. But I think it's gonna numb it soon, so not too concerned about it. I mean, like, it hurts when I'm stepping, I'm good. When I twist it and stuff like that, oh shit, that's when it hurts. So, gotta do what I gotta do with that. That's exciting. Then, I think I mentioned this on here, maybe not on here, but I've mentioned it somewhere. But, next door to me, oh no, I mentioned someone else before. Before, next door to me, I had potheads. People who just love to smoke pot. Now, those people no longer live there, and I have a woman with a child. Not just any child. Child with lungs of steel. Child that likes to cry all the time for, it seems like, every single thing that happens. The sun comes up, the baby's crying. The sun goes down, the baby's crying. There's no water, the baby cries. There's, it's just constant, as far as I'm concerned, constant crying. I'm surprised it's not crying right now, but I don't think they're home. Because if they were home, they'd be crying. Or she'd be crying, whatever. I don't know. And then they just let the little kid run up and down the hall like this was a playground. And it's not. And really, it's the only child I know that lives in this building. And I'm really getting upset because, for the most part, and I've heard this before, well, with the previous manager, that they don't really like to have children live in here because, I mean, my building, it's a building. There's no playland, there's no yard, there's no grass, there's no, it's nothing like that. It's asphalt all around. It's just an apartment building. So it's not really an ideal place to raise kids because they can't go run and play and skip and jump and do all that fun stuff that they need to be doing. They just have to sit inside and play in the building. But that's not okay because some people, like myself, who have been in bed for the past 2 days, are trying to sleep. I sound grumpy and I sound irritated because I am. Particularly with the child. But oh well. What do you do? End of the vlog, I think.